Hi, this is pharmacist Curtis Alexander. In this video, I'm going to talk about withdrawal from gabapentin, also known by the brand name Neurontin. So this is kind of a hotly debated topic for some people. For me, it's not as much because what I've seen in people, it can be an issue. You'll hear from some in the medical profession. It's not. For me, I think it's something to be very careful with. So in this video, that's what I want to talk about. I want to cover 3 things that you need to keep in mind, how to talk to your doctor about these things. So I'm just going to hop right into it, okay? So first thing first, one of the questions you'll get is, all right, I've been taking gabapentin. I've only been taking 300 or 600 milligrams a day. Can I just go ahead and stop it? The answer is, even at low doses, you need to know that you can experience withdrawal symptoms. So I've seen withdrawal symptoms in people as little as 300 milligrams a day when they've been on it long term. That brings me to my second point. So low doses, doesn't matter the dose. You can see withdrawal symptoms. But what does matter is how long somebody's been on the medication. And what I mean by that is if somebody came to me and they were on a couple hundred milligrams a day, they were on it for a week, and maybe they were getting side effects in like how they feel. Maybe then, if they had the 100 milligram capsules, we just drop them down to 100 for a few days and get off it. So if they were on it very short term, we can be a little more aggressive with people stopping it. But for somebody that's been on it even as little as 3 weeks consistently, I would still taper that person very slowly. So if they've been on short term, we can go a little more aggressive, but anything more than 3 weeks consistently, I would taper, and I would do it slowly. Okay, so time does matter. Now, the thing we need to talk about is, how do you taper? And how do you talk to your doctor about that? How do you guys attack that issue? So I'm going to give you a couple of examples of things I would possibly recommend, and then you can talk to your doctor about that. Now, if somebody's on a higher dose, we can see doses of gabapentin, 3,000, 3,200 milligrams plus. In some cases, that's a big dose. But in that case, in that particular person, you're going to be looking at a months-long taper. And compare that to somebody who is on, say, 300 milligrams, very low dose for the most part, but they've been on it for a year. They've been on it a long time. With somebody like this, we could go, say, like 200 milligrams. So you'd have to talk to your doctor. You probably have a script for the 300 milligram capsules. You'd have to get another script for the 100 milligram capsules so you can make this 200 milligram dose. I would do that maybe 7 to 10 days. And then we could try a drop down to 100. And the other thing that we can do, it's not manufacturer recommended, but we can do like a 250, where you open up the 100 milligram capsules and kind of eyeball half. So you'd have 200 milligram capsules, half of 100, gets you 250. But every 7 to 10 days, I drop it down 50 to 100 milligrams, and we're going to have to base it off how that person feels. Now at 3,200 milligrams, we're going to, as far as a percentage, we're going to have to go even slower. So maybe, 3,000, 2,700, 7 to 10 days. Then drop it down to 22, 2,500. So you can see that it's going to be a much longer process. And you're going to have to gauge it off how that person is feeling. Some people are going to do better with it. Some people are not going to do as well with it. They're going to have to go much slower. In some cases, it depends on the other medications that the person is on. So there is no hard and fast tapering regimen. Just know that even at low doses, you're going to have to taper, particularly if the person's been on it a long time. If it's a higher dose person, the taper is going to take much longer. And again, it depends on, gabapentin has a number of drug interactions, so it depends on the other medications that they're on. But these are 3 things to keep in mind if you and your doctor decide, hey, time to come off the gabapentin. We don't want to get withdrawal symptoms. So Have you taken gabapentin? Let me know in the comments. What was your experience with it? Did you have withdrawal symptoms? Those things, they're helpful for me. They're helpful for other people that watch the video. Let me know your experience. Speaking of helpful, I hope this video was helpful, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks.